All right, so this is a video that I've been wanting to maybe film for a long time. Essentially just going over my truck stealth camper budget sort of setup. I'm at a campground right now, or like an open space recreation area, whatever you want to call it. All right, so my plan is to just kind of give you a brief overview of what I built, sort of why I have it built, how I have it, and maybe some changes that I want to make in the future. I'm sure the comments section will have plenty of suggestions and things that I have done wrong. Can't wait to hear them. But anyway, I'm at Buffalo Creek I don't know, a little over an hour outside of Denver. I'm from Colorado myself. I'm going to be sleeping in here tonight, but I'm also going to make dinner, all that good stuff. All right, so I'll start with the exterior here. There's not a whole lot going on. It's a pretty bone stock 2021 Chevy Colorado. I bought it with 6 miles. I've probably put about 80,000 on it since I bought it. ARE truck, topper, camper. My solar panel's trying to blow away right now. But I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace for $1,500, which was a great deal for me because these things retail for like $3,000. This is a little bit of a complicated project here. So this is a diesel heater that I heavily modified to be not only mounted on the side of my truck, but also pump heat into the cab when I want it to. And the way that works is that this is the heat output here, and I connect it to the top there. I'll show you guys how we do that. But other than that, I have, solar panels that are charging my Jackery here. I've got another solar panel charging my Starlink battery there. Got my little campsite over there. And so now I'll get into the interior. Gets a little more interesting here. So I had this platform built by Colorado Camping Solutions. Amazing guys. They knocked this thing out in basically a day and installed it in one night. Gives me plenty of sleeping space, obviously, there. I have my Jackery, which powers lots of different things, mostly the diesel heater, which pumps in through here. Surprisingly, that thing was like, this little end cap here was like $50 at Home Depot. I blew my mind. This is just like Reflectix insulated stuff that I used. I secured it with like Velcro because I have this like carpet lining that Velcro sticks to really well, which also helps with these safe lights that I have installed here. They go red and white. Pillows, obviously. I also have a 27-inch gaming monitor, also for movies. Got my Starlink unit here. This blanket I love. I picked this up on Amazon actually for like $50. It's from a company called Wise Owl. Hope that's a real company. Hope I'm giving them some kind of shout out. Love the blanket. 10 out of 10 so far. But now we can kind of get into the camper here. Or I guess two things I want to talk about. This is the tube that connects the diesel heater there. And then this is sort of my kitchen cooking sort of deal. As far as water, I usually keep a water cube here. This thing has like 5-gallon capacity. I usually have it at least halfway full. This is just a cheap cooler I got from Walmart for like $70. I think it's been really worth it. This company had a lot of different coolers. A lot of them were very appealing to me. This one seemed to work the best. A lot of them didn't have like actual latches. They were like magnetic or Velcro, which I don't like. I like that this one has, kind of makes me feel like it's more secure with that little latch there. You can see the sides there. And then I think I've got some footage of this all set up, or this all closed up to where you can't even tell really. I mean, like the most interesting thing usually is obviously the big yellow Pelican case on the side, but you know, people don't really seem to mind it. I did have one time where I was sleeping in this thing outside of Denver, and at 6 a.m., this guy, he's walking up to it, like I think he's walking his dog with his friend, and they're walking up to my truck, and they're like, "What is that thing?" And the guy's, I could hear him. He's like tapping on it. He's like, I don't know. It looks like firefighter equipment to me. We shouldn't mess with it. And I was inside trying. I was like inside here, trying so hard not to laugh my ass off. And so now what I'll do is I'll show you how I sort of get this thing all set up by a heater here. And so obviously the first thing, I need to uncap the outlet. These are like plumbing caps, but they work really well for this. I put this little hook here to hold that one so I don't forget about it. And then we have one up here that's slightly larger. And the reason for that is because, zoom out here, doing this with one hand. So this is a magnetic dryer vent in which I have drilled a hole in my camper and sealed it with marine epoxy so that this thing, when I'm ready, just snaps on. Oops, I just locked my truck. Keys are in my pocket and I always hit them by accident. So then, the problem that I had is that that is a 4-inch hole, which is pretty standard for dryer vents. And this is dryer vent tube, obviously. But the problem that I had is that this only comes with a 3-inch opening. And so I had to go on Etsy to get this like 3-inch 3D printed magnetic housing or coupler, whatever you want to call it. Oh, trying to do this with one hand. And so that, when I line it up correctly, is also magnetic. So then, you may be asking yourself, how do you power this freaking thing? Oh, that's what that's for. That's like a marine, this is like an aquatic, you know, marine boat grade 2-pin power connector. And then inside here, have the other end, which plugs into there. And then this is wired up to a 12-volt car adapter, which takes a little bit of that. You gotta put a little bit of elbow grease into it. But now, turn it on. And the reason why I have that zip tie is because when I am running it, it does need a little bit of ventilation to properly run, but I'll turn it on. And you can see that is the air intake, that is the exhaust, and then this is obviously the air, boom, pumps into here, blows onto me nicely, blows onto here nicely, because in here, like this is like the, you know, the least sealed part. The one thing I am a little worried about is that I'm at higher elevation, and sometimes this thing doesn't like to work at higher elevation. We can see it kind of smoking right now. I'll give it a minute here. While that does its thing, I'll kind of show you the kitchen here. So again, Colorado Camping Solutions. These guys are rad. This pulls out to here. And then I can unlatch it if I want to, which gives me a nice cooking space. Obviously the propane will go here. But then can close this up, latch it, lock it, and boom. Lots of space for food and other things. I also have lots of storage here. I've got a little bit of storage along here I kind of use for things I don't need a lot. Some storage under here. Oh, you can hear the diesel heater. I think it's about to turn on. We're about to find out. Hopefully the elevation doesn't screw me. Come on. Come on. I think it might be good. And so just in case, I have this Kelty sleeping bag system. It's a 2-part that goes to like below 0. I think -30 is what it's rated to keep you alive at. I don't know what comfortability is. Here goes the diesel heater. I think might be okay. Let's see. Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh, yeah. Yep. We're set. So anyway, that's really it. Sleep, eat. I do have a portable camping toilet, towel, jackets. This is just crap, computer bag. Nothing super exciting apart from the heater. I could show you guys the campsite. Just gonna let that diesel heater do its thing for a minute. I'm really happy it's working over here. I was a little worried about the elevation because it did not work in Leadville last weekend at all. But I picked this one because it was the only one with this cool little bench here. I've got my little fancy rocking chair. I love this thing. That was a good buy. Got my little camping shovel. I'm gonna clean out some of this. I've got plenty of my own firewood. Nice little bench to hang out on if I want to. Plenty of scrap wood. And then bedtime is right there. So, thanks for watching my first camping vlog, whatever you want to call it. I'm just a dumb wannabe redneck hillbilly doing the best I can with this thing. I love it. I'm always trying to improve it. If you have any suggestions on how I can do that, please let me know in the comments. I'm always down to learn more, improve. I'm probably going to make more of these videos in some capacity, showing off other places that I go to, but for now I just wanted to kind of show this off because I've been working on it for a few months and I'm pretty stoked on it. So let me know what you think.